Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be making beef strips or beef steak. So basically what I have here is about 405 grams of beef steak strips, which I have had the butcher slice thinly like this. So this is 405 grams. You can use any kind of meat, beef, lamb, any kind of meat, as long as you have them sort of thinly sliced like this, or thicker if you want a thicker steak. It's entirely up to you. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to wash my hands and then we're going to season it. Right, so I have here this brush, which is really good. I don't know what it's made of, but it's such a good thing to have in your kitchen. So what we're going to do is we're going to season our strips, beef slices. So we have here some onion salt, and what I'm going to do is just slightly shake on a little bit on each piece, like so. You can use ordinary sea salt or any salt that you have, but I prefer onion salt because obviously it gives the flavors of onion as well. So just sprinkle that over on one side. There's our salt. You can use sea salt or onion salt. Then we want a little bit of black pepper. You can use coarse black pepper or ground black pepper. I have ground black. Just add a little bit, not too much. Next we have our favorite garlic granules. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few of these on as well. Just sprinkle it all the way down on each side. And then as a herb we have some oregano. So we're just going to sprinkle a little of that on too. It's a really lovely smell. I really love this herb. It smells so good. Right, whoops, it's a bit too much on that. It's okay. Just sprinkle a little bit of oregano, and I think I'm going to add some paprika. You don't have to add paprika if you don't want to, but I'm just adding a tiny sprinkling of it in the jar. At this stage you can also add this really nice seasoning which I got from, where's it gone? Oh, hang on. Right, I got this really nice seasoning from Sainsbury's in their spices and herbs section, mild and smoky barbecue seasoning. So you can sprinkle a little of that on as well. I haven't got any, so I'll pretend I did that on this side. Okay, then you're going to add about a tablespoon or two of olive oil, or any oil you have, into a little plate, and we're going to use our brush and just brush on the oil on each side. Just spread out the seasoning with the oil so that everything is coated, the whole steak is coated with the seasoning and the oil, like so. Right, that really looks quite nice. Okay, so we're going to turn them over and we're going to do exactly the same on the other side with the seasoning. Okay, so give that a little poke with a knife. Now in our pan, we have here a pan, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil. we are going to chop our onion and garlic in there. So right, keep the pan off the heat because it has oil in it, so we're not going to put the heat on yet. So we're just going to slice one medium onion in our pan. Just rinse it. They don't need to be thin slices, you can just slice them regularly, even thickly. And we have here 1 whole garlic, and you can add as much or as little as you want. Garlic you should try and incorporate definitely in your diet. It's very good for your body, cleans out the blood, very good for the heart. So do try and eat some. And have some every day if you can. A couple of cloves there, I'm not going to do too much. Let's give that a rinse. Right, then we're going to grate it into our pan. Now we're going to turn the cooker on and keep it on a highish medium heat. And we're going to brown our onions and garlic very slightly. Keep it on high heat so that the the oil heats up. So as you can see, you can hear a sizzling sound, so the oil is nice and hot. And we're just going to essentially sweat the onion and garlic to get rid of the raw flavour of the onion and garlic. So we don't really need to cook it, just sweat it enough to get rid of the rawness. Just about taken a minute to do this. Right, so take that off the cooker now and turn the heat on really low. Really low, I think just low heat. Back on. So we're going to add our steak pieces now, just on top of the onion. Like so, just spread them out. They can even overlap each other, it doesn't matter. That's a big piece. Right. Just sort of spread them out like this. And we're going to cook them on low heat. Turn the heat up to medium. And we're going to try and cook them one side first. So just cook that on a medium heat for about a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. We don't really want the onions to burn. Okay, no, 1 minute I think, and then turn it over. And your steak should look a little bit white like this. If you overcook your steak, it will be hard and rubbery, so we have to get it just right. So this is done with trial and error, really. So cook that on this side for a minute as well, sort of a medium-high heat. This is how it looks. Still quite raw. Turn it over again after about a minute. Okay, so it's gone white like this, there for 5 minutes on the low heat. Now we're going to cover it with a lid, and we'll be right back after 5 minutes. Okay, hi guys, so it's been 5 minutes now, so we're just going to check on our steak. As you can see, there's a lot of water from the onion which has been released, but don't worry about that because the steak will cook in it. My steak slices are quite thin, so I think my one will cook faster. If the thicker your slice, the slightly longer time it will take to cook. So we're going to leave it on the other side now, on low heat again. Sort of, it's not completely low heat, it's this kind of heat. So we'll leave that for 5 more minutes on the other side. We've turned it over. Okay guys, so it's been another 5 minutes on the other side. So we're just going to check on our beef strips or beef steak. Looks like steak actually. So I'm just going to take a piece out, a thicker piece, and see if it's cooked. Yeah, that looks cooked. I'm just going to have a taste. I'm not sure. It's soft and it's tasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it up into thin slices like this. Take them all out actually. Slice them up into thin slices. So basically, because these slices were quite thin, they cook quite fast, 5 minutes on each side. But obviously, take a piece out and check. And if there's the beef strips or whatever meat you're using is still hard, leave it in there for a further couple of minutes. And keep checking it until it is soft. And then you should be fine. The good thing about these kind of beef strips is that you can add them to noodles. You can put them in a baguette with some salad and cheese, whatever you like. You can put them in pita pockets too, with some nice fried onion, and that will taste really good. And turn the heat to high, and we'll just dry out some of this sauce. The sauce is really nice. So while you're tasting it, just have a little taste. Once it's all cooked up, the meat is cooked, have a little taste of the sauce and see if all the flavors are okay. And you can just adjust the salt and whatever you want to add more of. You can do it now. That's really nice. try not to sprinkle too much salt though when you're sprinkling. Okay, nice, slightly dried up now. So I'm going to turn it off because I don't want them to be too dry. I'm going to dish out. And this is how they look. And switch the cooker off and just dish out. So this is our delicious beef strips, which you can enjoy any which way you like. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Take care and see you soon. Bye.